Rest in peace. Oh, God, it's a sad day. DJ, stop the beat. Another one. You see the woman at the top? Yeah, she's a mother of three. 3 kids she has. And let me tell y'all about this husband. And you know, it's a dang shame. I didn't mean to cuss. It's a dang shame. All these marriages and these relationships, you constantly see trauma. You constantly see these men taking these women out. And y'all steady keep on pushing this marriage. These marriages is taking out these black women left and right. These relationships is taking out these black women left and right. And y'all steady keep on forcing marriage and forcing relationships. And they not healthy. You better force love yourself. Get to know yourself. Girl, I'm getting really sick and tired of reporting stuff like this. I'm getting numb. And that's not a good thing for me to get numb because I see it so often. So I'm not having the same passion or the same feeling like I once had. But anyway, let me tell you the story with her. She was with this husband of hers, and they have a video footage of her. He's coming in some type of building place. I'm not sure where they are. I don't know if they're home or what, but they got cameras. He is putting paws on her, and he is putting his foots all up in her, okay? And she got him arrested. She reported it, so he went to jail. But they released him out on bond, and it's something, they have a program called the Reform Program. Now, what is the Reform Program? What are y'all doing? And y'all the main one keep on trying to push the reform. Let's reform the criminals. Let's have pride for the criminals. What about the criminals? They made their damn choice. But you know what? I'm not going to get stressed out because I know y'all for these damn criminals, you know, so we on different sides on that. Everybody got their beliefs, okay? So anyway, he got released for something called a reform. And another thing is, when he put paws on that girl, and she's 40 years old, she did not go to the hospital. Why y'all not going to the hospital? Okay? You gonna need something, evidence to back it up of your injuries. If you're not going to the hospital after he done whooped on you and you don't have no physical scars you took pictures of, they see it as it's no injuries. Because that's what they're saying up here. They said, oh, she had no injury. She didn't go to the hospital. She don't have no doctor to prove that it was any injury because her behind didn't go to the dang hospital. She's so used to getting her butt whooped by him, she ain't never go to the hospital, girl. So let me tell you, I guess she thought her reporting that and posting it on Facebook was going to save her. Honey, he got out on that release bond. I guess he knows the routine because that is his wife. He followed her to the school because, you know, they got 3 kids, a 6-year-old, a 9-year-old, and I think a little infant baby, you know. And she's dropping the kids off at school. Let me tell you, this man in front of everybody rams his car in back of her car in front of everybody. The kids, the schools, oh my God, everybody is seeing that. Get out the car and start pound her down. Take out his pow and start pound her down until she's no more, not breathing no more. Then he runs. They took what, a couple of days, a week to find him. They couldn't find him. He was on a run. Ain't that something? And I bet y'all still gonna be pushing these marriages and relationships, ain't y'all? I know y'all is. You know, anytime somebody hook up on the internet and you see them hugged up and they just got married, y'all just don't know how to act. And you don't know what you promoting because that could be an evil, toxic shit. That man gonna end up taking her out of here. You know, and I got the phone lines open so y'all want to call in and let us know how y'all truly feel about this, you know. Please like this video. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want me to do more stories about this and y'all want to call in to try to figure out what's going on in y'all community. And in this situation, I don't know if y'all can blame hip hop. I don't know. I don't know if y'all can blame hip hop for this. But maybe you guys can call in that you are passionate about this, and you can let us know what can be done, what's going on. Now, they said this man, he kidnapped his ex-girlfriend. Now, come on. Hold on. Listen, this girl right here, I'm like, ma'am, you knew he was putting paws on you. And y'all still standing in these. Okay, I'm so lost why y'all keep staying in these relationships after these men keep on putting paws on you. And then when you got with him or getting to know him, you had a chance to look up his records and find out that he did kidnap his ex-girlfriend. That should have, come on now. I know he showed you signs of he controlling. You know, what is going on? You know, All right, so I'm going to play a little clip it. So please feel free to call in. This little clip.
Without bail and then took off before police caught up to him a week later. Bennefield had been released on the original assault charges because they were filed as misdemeanors. And under bail reform, the judge could not order him held. And the DA bristled at those who suggest his office dropped the ball by not filing felony counts.
They're basically advocating that we fabricate evidence and fabricate charges in order to make it a felony, so this guy could have been held on bail on the original charges. We don't do that.
And despite the video of the victim being punched, kicked...
Oh, we ain't gonna say all that, but yeah, he really dragged her and did a lot of things in that video. And they said despite the optics, that's what they call it, the optics is very bad. But she didn't have any injuries. She did not go to she didn't go to the hospital so they can examine her, so they can have it on record that she has injuries. And it was no photos taken of her injuries, you know? And they say nothing they can do about that by law.
Apt.
We can't charge on optics. The optics are bad. The optics are awful. But the evidence needs to be there to the victim to elevate the crime, and the evidence was not there. She was not injured at all.
While in Buffalo today, Governor Kathy Hochul indicated she sees no need to reform bail reform.
I don't think that's the answer. The answer is to make sure that a woman like that poor woman, has the support system she needs, has the ability to get an order of protection.
But according to Flynn, the victim in this case had both. And though he supports most aspects of bail reform, he thinks this case demonstrates a need for change.
I have a specific solution to it. Give judges the ability to factor in dangerousness when they are assessing bail.
Due to the severity of the charges he now faces, Bennefield wasn't going anywhere this time, with the judge ordering him to be held without bail.
All right, well, comment. Let us know what y'all think about all this these criminals reform and bail reform. Nah. But feel free to call in and let us know how y'all feel about this. And if y'all want me to continue to doing topics like this, you know, let us know. I'm looking in the comments section. And it says, I'm from Albie. Everything tell me exactly. It's not her fault that he's crazy. It's not her fault that he's crazy, but when I don't know how I feel. I feel like this. It is signs these niggas show you they off. They show you they controlling. When he go oops upside your head one time, that is a warning to get out. To not lay up and have babies after babies with him. At some point, you have... Shit, I know y'all don't like to say it, but goddamn, I'm gonna wait till somebody else call in to say it, okay? You know, these niggas gonna do so much that you allow him to do. You know, if you hit him at the door, once you see those signs and you like, nah, buddy, I'm not interested, I'm not doing this, I'm not going with you, I'm not allowing you to do me unprotected, they have no choice but to stray away, you know? But I tell you what, this is some crazy stuff right here. Calling from 614, you're live on the air.
Hey, Gigi.
Hey, girl, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good right now. Just wanted to call in and give my input about the situation.
I hope you do. Please do it.
I feel like some girls, they stay with a man and they know he crazy and they get themselves in that situation. If he did it one time, he gonna do it again.
Okay, but this a 40-year-old woman. So you're saying
What
little
that
girls
mean?
do it? So it really doesn't matter what age they are. Is that right? Does it matter what age they are, y'all? Comment, let us know. Does a little girl,
Yes,
a
it does.
teenager, has the same mentality of a 40, 50-year-old when it comes to a man that's putting paws on them? Is the mentality the same across the board? Press 1 if it's yes, press 2 if it's no. Let us know how you feel. So say what you just said again.
She too old. Like, she should already know. You're wise. The older you get, the wiser you get.
But
And
is that
see, that's
true?
crazy
Come
as
on,
hell.
let's start with the lies. Is that true? The older you get, sometimes not the wiser you get. I think that's false.
I think so.
I know some younger people that are way more smarter and wiser, and way more accountable than a lot of older people. I think that's a false tale that's been forced as propaganda to feel like the older you are, the more smarter you are, the more confident you are, the more wiser. That is not the case in my experience living on this earth.
Yeah, that's true. But if he was already beating on her, she should have been got herself and her kids out of that situation. It ain't that much love in the world. Mm-mm.
Well, she did not do that. And I guess she got tired. You know, she wanted to leave. And she, reported it and she put it on Facebook. They said she have a video on Facebook where she was crying and asking for help. And that's when he got arrested, but she didn't go to the hospital and he got released on bond. Now, what do you feel about the reform bond shit? What is that? Do you know what that is? The reform bond
No,
when
I
they're
don't know what
allowing
that
these
is.
criminals out? Huh?
I don't know what that is. They should have never let him out. They let him out so he could kill that woman.
Well, they say they have a new system called the reform bond, I guess for criminals, because people feel bad for criminals. Did you know that? They feel like the government
Yeah.
and the people, they do criminals too wrong. They want y'all to treat them civilized. They're still human. We need to think about when they get out. We need to think about forgiveness with these criminals. And look what they do. They don't care about none of that shit y'all talking.
Right. And it's sad. That's sad. This lady done lost her life. That is so sad. And she could have got away from him, but she didn't. But I'm going to go.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in. I appreciate that. All right, y'all need to really call in a voice so I can understand and everybody else can understand too. Calling from 816, you're live on the air. 816.
Hello?
Yes.
I'm busy doing something. I'll call back later.
Calling from 708, you're live on the air.
Hey, Gigi.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, I just feel like, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just feel like a lot of women were raised in that kind of environment, and when they become an adult, they continue on with that, not really knowing it. Like, sometimes they know, sometimes they, just end up in that kind of situation. If that makes sense.
Say it again. Okay, you're saying that they are conditioned because they see their mom get beat down by their father. They feel like this is normal. What are you? That's what I thought you were saying. What you saying?
I'm not saying exactly that. That could be the case as well too. Hey, y'all, I'm Sunshine. That
Hey,
could be the
Sunshine.
case as well. Hey, but but no, I mean, like, if they were beat on like all their life or mistreated like a stepchild all their life, and then when they become an adult, they show love to someone even after being.
So it's
they
the
got
parents'
what's called
fault.
Stockholm.
It's their upbringing fault. It
It's the
has
upbringing.
it
I
has
think
a
it's the
lot to do
upbringing.
with these upbringing. These parents that's putting paws and treating their kids like crap. Teaches their kids that, hey, this is what love is. Because after I treat you like crap, I'm going to hug you and say I love you.
There you go. There you go
Okay,
right
so
there.
I'm understand. See, and that's what I need y'all to help me understand communication. And by us having a dialogue, somebody else can understand too. Because I was lost for a minute now.
Yeah, I mean, I went through that. So I've been in a few abusive relationships. So luckily I got out, but I was raised in a household like that.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry to hear that, and shame on your parents. I know you love them, but shame on them. And I'm gonna say it for you because some people can't. It seems like some people.
That's true. I won't say it.
Their parents treat them like crap, and they still be. Well, that's my mama,
I would
and that's
feel
my
like
daddy.
that
No,
because-
to me they ain't. But go ahead.
No, I mean, I was treated. I was told by my stepfather that he's not. I was gay. I'm transgender now, but when I was a little gay boy, he told me he wasn't going to raise a faggot. Excuse my language, y'all. And that's what he told me. I was about 8 years old.
I'm sorry
And
you have to go through that.
Yeah,
And I'm sorry your
I went
mama
through it.
sat there and she allowed it. And she didn't protect you. And your father didn't protect you because where his ass was at. But I know this not about
He was
you.
locked up.
So we not...
No, he was locked
well,
up.
if he locked up, he still failed because he didn't protect you. When you having kids, you
go.
don't do shit so your ass can get locked up. You know you got responsibility on the out. You can't be
Amen.
doing no fool.
That's
You can't
true.
be doing illegal and risking your time up in jail with other men. But that's not about
Yeah,
you, and
that's
I don't want to make it about you. I don't want to make it about nobody
Right.
else. But I definitely understand
Okay.
what you're saying. That some people go through that. I get it.
All right.
I appreciate you calling, and thank you for telling your
No
story.
problem.
All right, let's go on. Hold on, because I got some cash. Hey, Denny! What's going on? Diddy donated $5 for the collection plate. Y'all sent Gigi a few dollars. Come on now. They got on 300 people here. I know that's right, okay? See, y'all need to start liking this video. Shit, y'all already let me know you don't care for me to do topics like this. You want me to stay on talking about Cardi B and Takeoff. Because that's the only time where we get some decent numbers when we talk about celebrities. But let's keep on going. I'm seeing in the comment section, people are saying the government failed her. And I think that's an interesting topic. Do you think it's the government fault? Some people say the black community rely too much on the government. And then some people feel differently, that the government needs to do more. So which one is it? Do the government needs to do more in the black community, or the government need to mind their business? Which one y'all on? Comment, let us know. Let's do a little vote real quick. Do you feel like government needs to be more involved in the black community? Press 7 if you feel like you want government to be more involved in the black community. Press 9 if you don't want government to be as involved in the community. You don't want your people to depend heavily on the government to always step in and to solve problems. Where are y'all at on that? And if the government is not involved, how is your own community going to correct itself? Comment, let us know. So let's go on to the next caller. Calling from 310. You're live on the air.
Hey, Gigi.
Hey, how's it going? Talk to me about this.
The cognitive dissonance is real in the black community. As a black woman from Compton, California, it's sickening. I also work for the government. I work in a county building where you go apply for food stamps and Medi-Cal, and I see it on a day-to-day basis. We provide domestic violence shelter, mental health therapy for women to escape. They get the benefits and have the nigga with them. Oh, I'm sorry, have the man with them.
No, I don't believe that. Okay, you got to say that again and again. Time out. I want to repeat what you said. Now, this lady right here says she works helping out women that needs to get escape from these men. And what they do is they get the benefits, and the men that are treating them bad and beating on them, they are bringing the men in with them, trying to take care of the men on government assistance. Make that make sense.
Yes.
And then the black
It
men,
don't make sense.
right? It don't make sense. But then they gon' you know what the black men gonna do? What they've been doing? What they say? The government caused black men and black women to break up the family home because the government is trying to help women that are in domestic violence situations, and by them helping them, by the government giving assistant aid financially to these women, it leaves no place for the man to correct itself or to provide. So they dislike the government. They want the government to mind their business when it comes to this. And where y'all at? Y'all gonna have to take a damn stand and stand on it. Because it seems like when the dick come out, it's too much dick worship. Which one is it?
It's called blackmail worship. Somebody in the comments said it. Cynthia G it don't lie. But at the end of the day, it's black women. It's our fault because we the ones who birthed these men, and we the ones who accept the behavior. We accept it. We deal with it. We know what these dudes do, but we still deal with it. I don't know why. I particularly think it's from grooming from the older generations that we have to ride or die. We have to do this. And they lying. Those black men are lying about the government breaking up the homes because the woman going to apply for the benefits can put the man on the case with them. And they get more money for the man being on the case. The man, the woman, and the kids, they all be on the case. The woman have babies every year, and their money get put up and up. We had to put a child limit because they kept having babies every year. You can only have about 5 kids or something like that, and then you stop getting your money, but then you get more food stamps when you have more kids.
Well, that shit make sense. See, one group is saying, okay, the government want to get rid of, hold on, listen what I say. One group say the government want to get rid of black babies. That's why they allow black women to have abortion. Now another group saying the government wants you to have more babies. That's why every time you get a baby, you get more money. It's a lot of conflicting going on.
It is, but, even as you being a human, just period, it's a lot of things that you do that's contradicting to some of the other things that you do. That's just human nature. Like Michael Jackson said, why? Tell him it's just human nature. Because I work for the government, so I can tell you firsthand that both are true. Both are absolutely 100% correct.
So the government just don't have one thing. It's multitudes.
Yes.
But people just try to paint it like it's one way. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Because when you hear one voice, they only paint it one way. They don't tell the other side.
Well, because they're not grounded in reality. And when you are a realist, you got to accept what I love black men. I want to be with a black man. But me being a black woman, almost 40 years old, who's been dealing with black women, for the majority of my entire life, I would not date outside of my race until recently. And I'm getting better experiences dealing with these other non-black men. And it's like, whoa, okay. Oh, wow. And it's very like taking off the rose-colored glasses, basically. It's like a whole new world. It's really disheartening as a black woman who wants to be with a black man. But I honestly don't think that for the majority. I'm not saying all. I don't even know if black men is for black women. They tell us they don't want to be with us because we're this and that, and they would rather be with
this
Maria,
and that. Break that down.
Well,
what do you mean this and that?
This and that. I mean, like they say that we're masculine, we're loud, we're ghetto, we're belligerent, and they would rather deal with non-black women because they listen, they this, they that. But now I'm starting to see Asian women, Hispanic women, white women coming into my job applying for resources, but they got black babies on their hips. They're by themselves. So I'm starting to see a lot.
So they get the same damn treatment.
They get the same treatment from the same black man. And another YouTuber says this, but it's true. It's true. I tell these black men, you're not hurting me by saying that, because you're getting the so-called, if they're better than us, they so-called getting a better woman, but are you becoming a better man? And this is what I have to tell these men. I live in Los Angeles, California, one of the most, swirling states. It don't bother me in my heart because the non-black men are coming to me and telling me, we are attracted to y'all. Y'all just won't be with us.
They playing games.
Y'all just won't be with us. Which ones? The non-blacks or the blacks?
The black niggas, they play games and they lie. They lie, exactly. They lie. They tell you whatever they think you want to hear.
Or they try to play mind games with you to try to knock you down a few notches to make you question your worth and question who you are and question your space on this earth, so you could mule for them, so you can take care of them, so you can go half with them, so you can take care of kids that's not yours, and it's just sickening. It's just sickening.
They ain't gonna do right, and you already know it. So
we already know it.
In this situation, what do you think in this particular situation?
She should have left his ass. That's what I think. I feel like she brought it on herself because, like you said, it wasn't the first time. Soon as a nigga do something one time, you got to get on, because when you meet a man, within the first couple of days of him meeting you, he's already testing you. He's already saying little things and doing little things to see if you're going to deal with it, to see if you even pick up on that, to see if he say, oh, we're going to meet at 12, and then he don't answer and he call you back at 5, that was a test. And if you still do it and go along with it, he's going to keep doing you. These men know who they can do it with, and they know who they can't do it with. And they're going to go do it with somebody that's easier because they can do her and they can't do you. You better stay grounded in yourself and love yourself, black woman.
Do you think that some black women and people get turned on by these roughnecks?
Absolutely.
I want a roughneck, gotta get a roughneck. Want a roughneck, gotta get a rough. I want it and I need it and I gotta get a roughneck.
They say, and that, that's my girl. That's MC Light. That's my girl. But we're raised that toxic masculinity. We're raised that that's man. That's a man. Oh, he a thug. That's a man. I want a real man. But that ain't no real man, because he ain't providing for no family. He don't even got a high school diploma. What do he have? What is he providing? He's providing so many different.
He provide them black eyes. That's what he provide.
Yeah.
He provides you to put you down. And they say that some girls, they get turned on when a man put them down and degrade them in such a way to make them feel small.
They do. Because, the previous caller, or I don't know if it was you, because I was just like, oh my God, please answer.
No, it wasn't me. I ain't tell no story.
It stems from our parents. Our parents do it. Because and you know what I used to say before I started putting me first? Well, my mama and daddy don't love me. They don't care about me. So, and this nigga giving me some money. He taking me shopping. He doing this. He doing that. He getting my hair done. My mama ain't never did it. So I used to literally say, I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to deal with this poor behavior because he breaking bread. Yeah, he taking me shopping. He buying me bundles.
Well, why did you need to be in a relationship? Why is it so forced on people to be in these relationships? Why is marriage forced on people?
I didn't love me. I didn't have no self-worth. I didn't have no self-esteem. And it wasn't even, y'all putting them purple eggplant emojis, but majority of these men who have money and that's going to break bread, these street dudes that got money, they sex don't even be good. The dicks be little. You don't even orgasm. So y'all need to put that away and put them shrimp emojis in there. It's not even that. We lie to ourselves as women because we are in denial. We don't want to face reality. We don't want to face reality.
So she did not want to face reality. This man was not going to stop putting paws on her.
Exactly, because we feel like he's going to change for us. It's not going to be me.
Okay, so you want to be different from the next woman that he put paws on.
and you ain't. You just another broad. You
Right.
just another one.
But if
reality
he
of it
beat
is-
on y'all, then what I'm gonna think he won't
He
beat
beat
on
on his
me
mom.
because I'm special.
Exactly.
You feel
That's
like
what
you
they
want a
tell themselves,
prize,
though, Gigi.
huh?
That's what they tell themselves, though, Gigi.
Well, who told them
That's
that?
what they tell themselves. Their delusion in their mind, that cognitive dissonance I talked about earlier, it's a mental disorder. We was raised off of Little Mermaid, Cinderella, all these fairy tales. We believe in that happily ever after BS, but that ain't no. Come on now, come on. That
So
ain't
she
reality.
thought. So
These
people
dudes
be
are raised
thinking
off
these
of
thugs
basketball,
gonna be a
football,
prince.
playing games, video games. They playing games. Knock it off.
Mm.
Let's talk about it. I love you. I love you. And you right. You be on your stuff with the gossip and the blogs, and I would be tuning into your live for 2 hours straight with you on my loud Edison club speaker in my house. Me and my family, we laugh to you, we what's up to you.
Oh, thank
But when
you.
it comes to this right here, this is the reality. And this is what we need to touch more based on, because the government ain't going to do nothing for us but keep pacifying us, killing us, shelling out money because they get a tax return when they give us money. We need to save us. We need to do it for us. We all can come together as a community. We can make laws. We can lobby for our own communities. We can build up our own shit, but we don't want to because we're too dependent on them.
Now, people did say the government failed her, and it's the government fault because the government.
She failed herself. The government in every state provides some type of something, that resource that you can go. If it's a shelter, if it's something, you can go. That's a fucking excuse. It's an excuse. It's an excuse. And I'm tired of it as a black woman, from a black woman to another black woman, because I'm from Compton, California. It's nothing you can tell me that I ain't seen, that I haven't survived, that you can't tell me anything when it comes to this, because I know what it is, and I'm still in it and trying to do better. And I got my government job working at that same county building, and I grew up in that same lobby. And I tell my story, and I grew up in this lobby, and I describe the lobby of how it was from when I was a kid. And it's still people that work there. They remember. They know my mom. They remember my mom. And it's like, they were like, wow. Wow. Like, you know, I got my job working for the government by being on the county when I became a mother. But it's like I said, it's other resources and programs and avenues you can take. I got my county job by being on the county. Y'all bras don't want to work. Y'all don't want to do nothing. Y'all want to sit at this house and babysit these dudes so he can't go over here and do over there. You think you're stopping something?
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt you, but I did want to note and tell everybody that she did bring it to Facebook. And she put out the video on Facebook, and it does seem like oftentimes a lot of people are running to Facebook and Instagram and TikTok for their 911 call for their help. Do you notice that, y'all, or am I just seeing it?
Yes, we do. They want attention, though. They want attention because they never got the attention. They're attention seeking, Gigi.
You think it's really? I thought they really want to help. I'm confused. Which one is it? Do y'all want attention or help? Hello? I guess
I'm reading the comments.
I'm
reading the comments.
I said she done dropped off.
To see. Press 1 if they attention seeking. Press 4 if they really want help.
All right, she said press 1 if you feel like they're attention seeking when they go out to Facebook.
When the Amazon man was coming, I was like, ooh, but you didn't pick me because you didn't know me yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, you didn't know me yet. You knew the other lady. You love her, and she love you. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So J-Rock to JL, you really believe that? Oh,
well, don't be calling them people out now like that. But now you good. No, you good. I do it sometime too. Section. But how it sound? You made it sound so damn real. I was like, damn, that's how I sound when I call people out.
I love you.
I be nervous in the mug. Coming.
This time is exactly. I'm seeing exactly. Exactly. It's okay. I mean, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and I don't know. I just hope one day the ones who say one see the light.
All right. Well, I appreciate talking to you. I'm going to let you go. We're going to go on to the next caller calling from 518. You're live on the air.
What's up, Gigi?
Hey, how's it going? What's your thoughts on this?
So listen, this is my thoughts on it. So this is coming from a male who has women friends, and I just want to tell you, because I heard somebody say, like, you know, the woman could have left. Let me tell you this, right? First and foremost, when you're dealing with a person who thinks irrationally, you could never win against them. Let me tell you one thing how I felt this woman probably thought. She probably wasn't with that guy, but she like, I got his kids. He would never. That was probably the furthest thing from her mind. I don't know what she's experienced. I don't know, but what I'm trying to, the other thing I wanted to say was, I know everybody keeps saying leave, 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 right? Now, in hindsight, everybody who's on YouTube and see how this is actually becoming normal and this is happening more constant and regular, educate yourself and do that. But I think a lot of the times women, they not thinking like, he would really do this to me or he would really take me out. And everybody can't, unfortunately, sometimes like getting away from a person like that, it takes physically moving from a city to another state. And everybody can't do that. Sometimes it really takes resources, and everybody don't got that. So I know that some people feel like she's responsible, but I feel like she probably didn't see this coming.
So basically, you're saying that, you know, she can't do anything and she's just stuck.
I'm sorry, what you say?
I said, basically, you just said she can't do anything and she was just stuck until he wanted to take her out of here.
Yeah, I feel like maybe she didn't really think that this man, the kids of her, that the child, the father of her kids, maybe she thought he might hate me, but maybe he wouldn't want to take me out of this world to be away from the kid. I feel like if she knew that, her mind probably wasn't there though. She probably ain't a YouTube. She don't see what's really going on.
Oh, so you feel like, okay, he just hit me and blacked my eyes sometimes, but he would never take in my world.
Yes. So I don't feel like she deserves. I'm not saying that the callers was blaming her, but maybe she really didn't see it. Everybody, you know what? The people, I feel like the black women and like the people who listen to like your channel and see these stories, I feel like they're alert. There's a lot of women under the rock. They don't realize this is a thing happening. Like people is being taken out, whether it's for child support, whether it's because you don't want to be with me no more, whether it's just because I got a screw loose and I'm just trying to hurt somebody in your family. Like that's not rational. How did you take this woman out? Now her kids. Like that's not thinking rational. You understand what I'm saying? That's wrong.
So what are your advice to people not to get from these relationships? If you had a friend named Sally, what advice would you give to Sally to stay away from crazy men if she like roughnecks?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Gigi. I have a friend right now. I'm in Houston, right? So my friend, she's in Florida right now, but she's coming back in 2 weeks. Her husband has been beating her. Like I've been in Houston almost 7 years. He's been beating her since I've been here. She goes through these spells where she leaves and she comes back. And you know what? It's so weird that this story happened. Just a few weeks ago, I said, I wonder if she's ever going to come back and she ain't going to make it. And it'd be bad. And she don't want to leave. She don't. She got family that does well. Live in Florida and in Keys. In Florida, she don't want to live there. She want to be with her. She wants to try to make it work out. So she's like, oh, when he beats me too much, I'll leave and then I'll come back. I get some vacation. Like, so the advice that I would give, honestly, I say the same thing all the time to women, and this is honest. This is what I feel like is the truth. See how the man treats his mother, and you need to see it for a few occasions. If a man disrespects his, I'm telling you, a man who loves and honors his mom, they don't do crazy shit like that. And I'm a brother who has, I'm a person who has brothers, and I see disrespect within my family. And one of my brothers who always disrespects my mom, he has terrible relationships. I'm telling you, this shit goes hand in hand. You need to get to know people, get to see who they are and how they dealing with their family and people who they love. But they ain't treating people that they love correct.
Okay, so and last question before I let you go. You know, people don't feel sorry for these women no more. You know, for your friend that keep going back, and then when she get gone, people lose empathy.
Right. But I do believe that a lot of women don't think like I think they're just thinking like, oh, he beats my ass, but never would they think that they would take you out of this existence. I don't think they expecting that because they like, oh, he's just abusive.
I
You know
don't
what I'm
see
saying?
why
So
not when they hear it all the times on the news.
Right. But then, Gigi, let me tell you this before I go. I know you probably hear from a lot of women. I didn't even know that this was like a thing. Where now I'm speaking to some women that's like in their 20s, mid-20s to 30s. They saying that they used to like toxic situations. So I don't know if some of these are just toxic situations that took a turn for the worse. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Well, yeah, it seemed like some of these women would love to be in a relationship with demons. They love the power of a demon.
Right.
They love that devil love. And they love to play with fire.
You absolutely
And
right
I can't
about
do
that.
nothing with that.
It used to be this. Right. And Gigi, when I was in New York, all these girls, when they messed with bugged out dudes, they would all say this thing and be laughing like, girl, that nigga crazy. But it was like they liked it.
They probably did like it.
I don't know, but my heart, yeah. But I always feel bad for the ladies because sometimes it's not easy to relocate. Sometimes it's not easy to just get up and move. Depending on your finances, some of us, I think we speak from different perspectives like, oh, what? I just would have just charged my card and just would have flew up out of there. Everybody can't do that, baby. Everybody can't. So I enjoy your show, though, so I'm just going to go back to listening. But
okay, I appreciate you, and I thank you for your input and your different perspective. And let's give a big old thank you to Misty Melody, donated $20. Thank you, boo. I appreciate it. Please like this video on this serious topic. Calling from 301, you're live on the air.
Hello, Gigi.
Yes.
Hey, how are you?
I'm okay. Talk to me.
Okay, first, I agree with a lot of the things that the gentleman, the last caller, just said, because I know a lot of males, and I know males as well as females who've been in domestic violence relationships, including myself. And
I'm sorry
I've
you
also
have to go through
volunteered.
that crap.
Girl, I learned, I moved on. Then that's why I started helping other people and volunteering at the shelters, because I wanted to hear people's stories and find out what goes on. And a lot of what the guy was saying is that a lot of women, until they get sick and tired, they're not going to leave, because a lot of it is codependency. I mean, just like you said, it's different places. Like a person who could be addicted to money, and they say, well, this is fair exchange. If he's buying me this, then I have to take that because he has all the power. And then there's a lot of people, because my father told me back in the day, it was a law that men could beat their women.
It was a law. And they may gonna try to bring back that law.
Exactly. And a lot of people aren't educated on that. And where my grandmother, she was beat, and a whole lot of people. But the thing about it is, we have to understand what's driving us. But more importantly, you don't know the mentality of the men that's out here, because there's a lot of narcissistic men who crave power. Okay, look at what happened to Blueface and Christian Rock the other day. Now she's retracting everything that she said on live about the fact that he punched her in her face and blacked her eye. And so now she's retracting it and saying, oh, it was me. I was tripping. I was high on something. And the world can see what she's going through. And people are like, girl, wake up. This man keeps abusing you. And just like, for instance, listen, just like people know that Diddy be putting paws on people, there's a lot of people who have power and money who feel like they can just do things like that. And then there's a lot of people who do have low self-esteem, and then they're mentally manipulated by men who see their weaknesses, just like a pimp. And then there's some people who are dickmatized because it's like, penismatized, because it's like, wow, the sex is really great, and, I got to deal with it. Just like some women.
I understand that. You know what? I talk about big dicks. These big dick niggas I know of, they not that abusive. They broke as hell. I will say that. They broke to the
You know what?
motherfucker. They broke, but abusive.
No, okay,
You know what I
okay,
find
listen.
the most abusive or the niggas that's controlling is the little dick
Uh-huh.
niggas. Okay, these little dick niggas, in my experience, they be more mad and aggressive, and they feel like they have to compensate over masculinity because of downstairs. It's a lot of
That
controlling
is true
small
because
dick
they have a
niggas.
Napolitan. They have a
They
Napolitan
got Napoleon
complex
something.
within their picture.
I ain't dealing with the shit. But go ahead.
No, you know what? Okay, but that right there is true because I've noticed even with some guys that I've dealt with who, were not as privileged, that they did have attitudes and they were a little more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And when I started seeing that type of stuff, I had to leave. Like, I'm not dealing with that. And then you have people who are into trauma bonding, and they just like, wow, you know what? Just like how the slaves was in love with their captors and their masters and things like that. So it's like a big rainbow full of, or umbrella full of reasons why
Dysfunction.
people can. Yes, and the dysfunction is just messed up. But more importantly, like the gentleman said, that his friend was, for 7 years, she's been getting beat. And I know people, you get to a point when you help someone, then they keep going back. Then you just be like, you know what? Until you're tired and you're really ready, just like Tina Turner, you have sometimes you have to just lift your hands up, and you can't help people until they're really, really ready to help themselves.
That's how I feel.
But yeah, okay. But then also about the government and that lady, I feel like the government should have stepped in, because if they saw that video, you don't need to see bruises, or you don't need to see, oh, okay, well, she didn't. There are people who are in domestic violence relationships, and as soon as they just report it or they see it, they go ahead and step in and they defend that person, even if they want to take the charges back. No, you see that right in front of you. So
Well, they said they got something called a reform, a bond reform.
Yeah, well, this whole system is being messed up. I mean, but that's just my point of view. But
well, it's too many people.
your
Okay, you
time.
got some of your black sisters out here fighting for when you lock a man up, they should have reform for bond. They should get him out, and let's treat these criminals a little bit better. And they want you to pay your tax dollar treating criminals good in jail because they baby daddy or they boyfriend in jail.
No. I mean, prison is not supposed to be cushy. Prison is to make you regret the fact that you did what you did, so you can understand. Wow,
I can tell you right now, they not regretting
goodness.
shit up in jail. They up there having fuck fest, and they got cell phones up in there. They eating all types of food. They eating weed up in there. They having a good ass time. So I don't know what they be talking about, but they be having a good old time up in jail. Okay.
I agree.
They be all like,
agree.
girl, do you know they got a dating site for niggas in jail?
Girl, people come on like the Kendra show talking about, yeah, I'm calling from jail. I'm looking for love. Child, bye. No.
I don't
They doing
understand
too
that
much.
shit. It seems like it's so pushed, like these marriages, relationship is so forced. I don't. Love yourself. You don't even know who you are.
Exactly. I mean, and we can't really love someone else until we truly, fully love ourselves, because a lot of times we put up with stuff just because we feel like someone is filling a void inside of us, and then that void could be danger.
Yeah, but a lot of people, they don't love themselves. They say, I'm going to wait for somebody to love me, and then that make me love myself. I'm going to validate. I don't got to know who I am. I'm going to wait till a man tell me who I am, and I'm going to be what he want me to be. That's some dumb shit.
Deep.
But
but it's real. It's real. You're telling the truth.
And it's sad
you,
that I'm
Gigi.
telling the truth. All right. Well, thank you.
Well, it
Please
really
call
is.
me back because I enjoyed talking to you.
All right.
All right. Let's go on to the next caller. Calling from 347. You're live on the air.
Yeah.
Hello, 347.
Hi, Gigi. How are you?
I'm okay. How you doing? What's your thoughts about this?
I'm good.
This thing.
Well, I think that people are overlooking certain facts about the case. I'm also located in the tri-state in Brooklyn, to be exact, but I know she was in Buffalo. And I realized that she did, the day she got killed, or what is the new word they're saying on YouTube? She got I forget the word. I don't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah,
but,
she got taken out of here. She
wearing
got Kate.
Right. She was wearing a bulletproof vest.
Shut up. So she knew he was coming?
Yeah, she knew. She was scared, and I feel like because she knew that the police and the lady out there who actually is responsible for the no cash bail law, Kathy Hochul is who is her mom is blaming right now for that. If it wasn't for that, he wouldn't have been able to come out because he's broke, and that would have kept him behind bars longer. But because he didn't need any cash to get out, he was able to get to her. I think it was within 9 hours or whatever.
Now, can you break that down with the no cash bail and that reform? Because I'm lost and I'm not educated on that.
I'm just learning about it myself. I'm not as well versed. This case actually put me onto it, and what it seems is that they don't really need money or a significant amount of money to get out of jail. You know how somebody who would be in trouble for like DV and they would be like, 10,000. They don't need that anymore.
Why is that? Why is it in place? What's the purpose?
Well, the person who is in the law that is in charge of that and implemented it, her name is Kathy Hochul, and that's actually who her mother, the victim's mother, is blaming for why her daughter is now deceased.
I get that, but why does she do that? Does she just love thugs? I mean, what was her reason?
You're talking about the victim or Kathy Hochul?
The woman that put that law out there. I'm not talking about the victim. I'm talking about the one that caused the law where criminals can just get out without buying money. Who created that, and why did you do that, person?
Exactly. That's a good question that a lot of people will want answers to, because it seems like they're making it easier for the criminals to get access to their victims. And you know, I really try to shy away from victim blaming because it's the easiest thing to do. But she did, try her best to get away, because after a while, no matter how long it took, the fact that she actually took initiative to get away from him, that's a step in the right direction. And I feel like a lot of people are not very educated. I even had to learn that in undergrad about there's an actual abuse cycle where it's called the calm. Everything is good in the relationship, then the tension is building where the person is looking for something to complain about. Then once they find something that triggers them, then they explode. And then the last part is reconciliation. It's the reconciliation part that keeps the victim there, because they're like, oh, he's not going to do it again. It was probably something that I did. Oh, I had did this, and that's what made him explode. But he said he's not going to do it again. And it's a vicious cycle. It's something that messes with you mentally. Even the most intelligent person can get caught up in the cycle of abuse. So it doesn't have anything to do with social class. You could be rich living in gated communities. Let's remember OJ and Nicole Simpson. She was a rich woman and still got taken out. You got chicks
So
in the
are
hood,
these men just smarter in playing these games? I mean, what is it? Are they just smart? Are they better manipulators? They outsmart these women?
No, I wouldn't say that. It's just that it's a lot of it has to do with people not recognizing the signs of it, and it's easier to take advantage of somebody who doesn't know the signs, because you don't have to be that smart to see somebody's wallet is hanging out their pocket and all you got to do is bump against them and steal it. If they're not aware, it's easier to get away with certain things. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're smarter. It's just that they're in a position to take that advantage.
You something though. You may not be book smart, but because I think high profile criminals that may be dumb as far as book, they have some type of awareness or smartness that outbeat their competition. And these relationships are a game. And they are knocking these women out of the game. And it's game over from them again and again.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I mean, but this is the thing. I don't even want to leave it exclusive to these men, because I know of a case where a man was being abused by the woman. And he tried to tell his boys, and they actually laughed at him because he was a muscular dude. They're like, there ain't no way you could be being abused. Well, he left it alone because he realized nothing was going to happen.
So
I'm not
why
sure
didn't
if he
he
went to the
leave?
police, but so he left, but he left in a body bag. So what she did was she boiled a big vat of oil, and she decided, I don't like this dude's face. And while he was sleeping on the couch, she poured the oil on his face, and he died instantly. So
Now I think that's what she
people-
should have did. These women are getting abused by these men? They should really take some of her damn classes.
I mean, exactly. I feel like we definitely need to take advantage. I don't know what state people live in, but take advantage of learning what the right to carry looks like in your states. Find out what weapons are legal or in your states, and start learning how to use. There's people who shoot but don't know how to shoot. Take advantage of going to the gun range and just do what you got to do.
Yeah, and they said back in the day, women always have poison because they always cook the food in the household for the most part. So they were poisoning men.
Oh yeah, a lot of people got out of their relationships.
They don't do that shit
way.
no more. I don't hear no cases of these men dropping like flies
Getting
from eating
poisoned.
sweet pie. Do you hear them? I don't hear them
Exactly.
cases no more.
No,
What's
and
going
you don't
on with
hear
them? They not.
poisoning cases 'cause
And that's the easiest way.
this
You
is
don't
the
gotta
thing.
break a damn nail. All you gotta do is cook his ass a meal, girl. Okay?
You know what? Because they're getting them some other way. They're trying to get them by these men don't like to go to the doctor, so what they just do is overdose them with their own meds, and it's easier to get away with it.
Oh, I never heard that.
Yeah, these men don't like going to the doctor. How many women you hear end up getting sick and be like, these men be like, well, she didn't tell me she was sick, so I
Now,
ain't
what
go
you
to the
talking about?
doctor 'cause I
Sick
know I'm straight.
ST? You know what? You talking about the freaky disease?
Exactly.
Nah, I ain't
So,
never heard no
these
shit
men don't
like
like
that.
to go to the doctor as is. The men don't like to go to the doctor as is. This is why married men statistically tend to live longer, because the women are the ones making their doctor's appointments. They're the ones who's sitting here putting their meds together. So when it comes time to you want to take him out, you might not do rat poison, but you might just overdose him on his own meds because he don't know what he's doing. I'm not promoting it though. Just for
No,
anybody
we just
listening.
talking shit. We talking shit. You know,
Exactly.
if he black in your
But with the
eye and you
case
tired
done-
of it, hello, you got options. You don't gotta put pause on him. And that's why I say be
But with the
smarter. That it's like a game. It's you or him. Who's leaving out? You have to beat the game. It's like Games of Thrones, Hunger Games. It's only one surviving. Is it gonna be you or him?
Right. And I
That's
don't,
why I would have fixed his
I
ass
feel
some
like with
good
this
fried
particular
chicken,
case-
some sweet potato pie.
with this particular case, I feel like she tried to take initiative to the best of ability, despite whether it was late in the relationship, and she realized, all right, it's time for me to go. Enough is enough. I got to live for my kids. The fact that she left her house with a bulletproof vest on, she knew that he might come back. Maybe she got a call saying, listen, he got released this morning. Or late last night, so you might want to watch your back going on the way to work or dropping the kids off. And unfortunately, he was able to access her, and from
Rammed
what I
his
see, he
car
did it
into
in front of the
hers.
kids.
And just
Right.
like, you know what
So
I'm reminded of? Have you seen The Color Purple?
Of course.
Do you remember when Celie was shaving Mister, and she was gonna slice the neck?
Oh yeah.
It is so many ways that these girls could really get back, but they just failed to do so. They failed to act, and these niggas ain't afraid to act.
Well, Gigi, do you think it's a part of that? Maybe they're afraid that they might end up becoming just like with that Cynthia chick that got in jail and recently got released for killing her trafficker. She killed the guy.
She took him out,
sex-trafficked
Kay
her,
the
but
guy.
but she ended up going to jail. For
Well, I
getting
think
away.
it's
So
better
maybe some of these
than
women
him
afraid
doing
they're gonna get in
her.
trouble.
It's a doggy dog world. Either you gonna do me or I'm gonna do you and go to jail. I'd rather do your ass and go to jail.
I know that's right.
I'm not. Come on now.
I mean, he got caught. At least we could say that they did catch him. Obviously, a little too late because she's already, no longer with us. But hopefully, this opens people's eyes that they need to bring back the cash bail policy to make it not as easy for these men to get back in touch with their
So-
victims. Because it would have gave her enough time to get away and leave town if he didn't get out so fast.
Soon as he would have bust my eye, I'm taking pictures, and I'm coming up with a damn plan.
Isn't that what she did with the Facebook post? Wasn't that her goal, to bring awareness and let people know, so just in case something happened to her, they know it was him?
Yep. I believe so.
Unfortunately, it didn't work in her favor. It had to be, because
that didn't work in her favor. But did she ever? She should have just took his ass. Well, I think allegedly she should have took his ass out.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what Buffalo.
Because I'm not gonna sit up here like pray and wait for you to come for me. Listen. I'm gonna be praying your ass. You gonna be running around looking for me, and I'm gonna be behind your ass in the damn bushes. Like, yeah, nigga.
You gonna
okay.
You gonna have him taking the permanent box nap.
Yeah, because you already know he's coming for you. That's what predators do. You're going to have to be bigger than a predator, unless you're just going to be running around here like a prey. And that's what I'm reminded, too. Have you seen that J-Lo movie? And how J-Lo, she set that nigga up. Like, come on, nigga.
Yes.
You know, she was ready for him. And that's how you got to treat these niggas. Okay.
It takes a while. I feel like it gets to a point where women have to, women or even men who's being abused, they're going to snap. It's to the point you have to snap and actually wake up before they put you in a body bag. It's never going to be anything but the two. It's whether you take them out, like you said, or they're going to take you out. And you kind of got to pick your poison.
Well, I want to live. I want to live, so I already picked what I'm going to do. Okay?
Yeah, for sure. But I love your show.
I don't got time to be sitting up here. Oh my God! And I want people. I don't want to hurt him. And if I hurt him, people going F what? No, I gotta live. And if you got kids, I gotta live for my kids. At least this bastard won't mess with them, because if you gone, you know they gonna mess with the kids, and they gonna mess with other people too. I'd rather be the hero. And at least you die for something, right? You know, a lot of people, they leave this earth, but at least you die for something. You are a hero, a shiro, whatever you want to call. You died for a cause. Shit.
And
you fought. I don't you didn't just lay there and get taken out. You fought for it.
Would you be afraid of retaliation from the person's, family, though, if you took them out?
No, I don't think you got time to be thinking about no damn family. Okay, so let's play the scenario. Okay, so I took Sean out. Now what? I got to worry about Keisha and Brenda.
You got to get out of town. You got to get the heck out of Dodge.
No, they can get it too. Y'all can get it too. Brenda and Keisha, what's up, ho?
You gonna empty the whole clip, GG?
What's up, ho? What's up, ho? You know what your son did to me. Don't act. You know what your son did.
Renegade season.
Hell yeah. And most likely they know their son a dog. They know their brother a dog. And they're going to be on my side. They're going to be hurting, but they're going to say, I can understand. I seen them black faces. These mama know they sons. Let's stop. They know they sons. They can be in denial all they want to, but they know they sons. They know they family members. They know their brothers. Stop.
This is why it's easy for the predator to be protected. It's not only the victim that might be, saying, oh, he's not going to do it again, and I didn't make his food the right way. His family do it too.
Oh, so yeah, the family down with it.
For them to get away with it.
They down with it. That's why I say they can get it too.
Yes,
you forgot I got family too, boo. My family ride for mine. What's up?
And you trying to live to be with them, so somebody got to go.
And then I got the party crashers. Come on, y'all gonna really have to crash the damn party. Hello, okay? Shit, my story gonna be televised. Hell yeah, okay?
Exactly. In the spirit of Tina, trying to get away from your abuser.
Yeah.
Everybody don't got that Tina Turner spirit now. But
no, they don't. But a lot of people don't. But you have to tap into it, and you have to practice on it. A lot of people don't have
I
it.
agree.
But Tina Turner, she didn't have it in the beginning either. She had to,
Exactly.
tap into it. And sometimes it take, longer than
Exactly.
others.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you will have to snap. Sometimes something has to awaken in you to be like, listen, I have the will to live. I'm not with nothing anymore, and I need to get out this scenario, and I don't want to leave in a body bag. What am I going to do in order to do that effectively? And sometimes it just might be you having to take out your predator. It is what
You
it is.
got to
If
take
it's
him
not
out.
jail,
Because he going to take you out. Because he feel like you his.
If you go, they be like, oh, restraining order. A restraining order doesn't do anything. It's not efficient. It's not the best thing. The only thing going to be like, oh, she documented it before she took him out. But it's like, come on now.
And, I think the thing that
right.
get on me be with the ones, but I love him. I don't want to hurt
That's
him.
true.
I know he
That's
hurt
true.
me, but I love him. I just wanted to work. I love him so much. He the only one.
Oh,
that,
man.
I don't give a
you're
shit.
right.
Nobody cares about that.
We got to figure out a different way to deal with the situation. Again, I encourage everybody, get your license, figure out what weapons is legal in your area, do what you got to do, and vet. The vetting process is so important before you lay down with these men. Vet before you bed. That's my best advice I could give to anybody listening. Vet before you bed these men. Because most of the time, if you vet these men, you won't be in the situation that you're in. Not saying all the time, but you're more likely to avoid a headache if you vet these men before you lay down with them. Because people will show their true colors. They can't keep up the face for too long. They're going to start slipping, and you're going to notice because you didn't go and move with haste to lay down with them. You'll be like, hold on. Something a little off about this one right now.
Good thing
It's
I don't
because
got
you
no
started
man
to
to
keep
put paws on me or give me that girl. I wouldn't get the pow
You ain't got
pow.
nobody head,
I
shoulders,
know I
knees, and
should get
toes?
the pow. I feel more comfortable with recipes. I feel more comfortable like getting some Covina. His ass gonna be out for a month fucking with me. How about that, nigga? Teach your ass.
Thank you
Shit.
so much for. Thank you so much for talking with me.
Look,
Gigi. I love
she
your
out the
show.
count now. She out.
Thank you again, Gigi, for listening
Thank
to me.
you.
I saw
When you
somebody
come
say, "Next
over, you
caller."
gonna take a glass if I offer a glass of water. It's like, we ain't gonna take shit from you.
I'm fasting. I'm good.
You're not gonna have a glass
but
of
I saw somebody-
wine. Look, but didn't
No, I'm
Jeffrey
fasting.
Dahmer did that shit? Come to think about it, didn't he did that shit?
Who?
Jeffrey Dahmer, didn't he put some stuff in the drinks in the sandwich? He said, eat this sandwich.
Because he couldn't take them out on his own.
Right, just like a woman.
Just
that's why I think a woman, you're not physically his same equal as a woman. So hell, do Jeffrey. Jeffrey, don't do Jeffrey, but do
All
Jeffrey,
right.
if you know what I mean. Okay? Shit.
Gigi said, pull a Dahmer, y'all. Pull
Okay.
A Dahmer.
That'd be more
Thank
my
you,
speed.
Gigi. Somebody did ask me what my YouTube was in the comments. Is it okay if I tell
Oh, yeah,
them?
go ahead. I didn't even
want
know
your
you had one.
permission.
Who are you?
My name is Najima Muslima. I'm out of Brooklyn. I've been in the chat, so I'll comment again. And again, thank you for having me on your show and speaking about this important topic because it really does need to be addressed. I love your show and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, let's go on to the next caller. Calling from 586. You're live on the air. Vidrine drops. What do Visine drops do? What does that do?
Hello.
Hey, do you know what
Hello?
Visine drops do?
Visine drops. Isn't that like to make your eyes clear?
Yeah, but they said drop it in some mashed potatoes. See what happens?
Oh yeah, I think it's like poisonous to the body. I think.
Really?
I'm not
say,
sure.
baby, let me go get you some
Yes.
KFC. What you want? Your mashed
But
potatoes,
hey,
some mac and
Gigi,
cheese?
I want to say hey.
I got you. Hey, but come on, talk to me. What's your thoughts about this?
Okay, I just feel like this is so sad because she actually tried
to get away as far as leaving, going to her mom's house and getting the bulletproof vest. And honestly, I would have had to shoot him. Like, he would have had to die. Unalive. Like, because I was in a similar situation. I went and bought 2 guns, okay? I wasn't playing. And she had already exposed him, right? Didn't she, like, put a video on the internet?
On Facebook.
Yeah. She put it so... See what? That's her. Like, come on now. It's no way. I'm in front of the school building, dropping my kids off. He run literally into my car. I'm shooting him. Like, it's his mama crying or my mama crying, and I be thinking.
Yeah, but maybe I'm thinking when he rammed into her, she probably was caught off guard. Maybe her first response is, "What about the kids?" During the time she's looking for the kids and making sure the kids okay, he's already pop.
Right.
Because as he ran into her, he already see her. So he probably already had that pow, already out. So he rammed to her as a surprise. Because like I said, didn't I say it's a war? It's a battle. So he treated her like it was a battle. It was a war, which it was. It's always been a war.
I mean, and she had a vest on as well. That's why I said she should have took that major, higher executive decision. Like, okay, you know what? Not only am I going through something right now, but me and my kids are going through something right now. Right now, it's not the best time for them to be trying to learn and come home and figure out.
I wouldn't be taking my kids to school. I would have hopped on a flight and went out the country for a second.
Yes. I would have went to one of my family members' homes out of town. Like, I'm not about to be walking around with a bulletproof vest on. Like, if I have to do that, my gun is locked and loaded right here. I'm ready.
I wouldn't even go to the family member house out of town because he going to try to find out where they is, too. I would have to go out of the country to a hotel where nobody associated is.
On top of your kids, I would have had to do the same thing, Gigi.
Now, that's the father. Now, what type of father is that?
First off, she seen signs. And it may have been too late when she seen the signs, which makes it even worse, especially when kids are involved. So it's like, I feel like the thing that happened on Facebook, I didn't see the video, but I'm pretty sure it was graphic. I feel like that, like things like that has probably been happening. You know what I'm saying? Like she's been going through those things.
But if you looked at his records, he was in trouble for kidnapping his ex-girlfriend. So all you have to do is look up his name to find out information about him.
Well, you know what? She didn't love herself. When she met him, she must have been depressed. And that's one thing that's an advice that I'm going to tell everybody in the chat. Don't date depressed because you're going to go home with some boogawoos. And you're going to think everything's okay, and then it's too late. Because now you're in a situation like this. You done got kids with this person, all of that. You need to love yourself first and foremost before anything. Because this is a case of her not loving herself and meeting a man that don't love himself.
And I already know he was controlling. He was very controlling. He was very dominant.
He looked controlling.
Mm-hmm. Like, and he's seen her as property. Like once you with me forever.
Yes.
And he whooped her like a man. He put paws on her like a man.
And that's crazy. Because this is the whole mother of his kid. So imagine the way that he treated his mom or like the people close to him. That's another thing. One of your callers has said that. If he treat his mom like she ain't shit and all of that, why do you think that he's going to treat you any different? Like, it's not going to work. Like, these red flags, it's not a joke anymore. Like, you have to take this shit serious. It's life or fucking death, literally.
Well, they're not going to take it serious how they keep on pushing Blueface and that Cheyenne girl, and they keep throwing that in the people's faces. This is something to be.
And what they got is a really deep trauma bond. On top of, he think that's his property. And she really don't love herself. That's the case of somebody who do not love themselves. Because there's no way that you got this man tatted on you this many times.
All she got to do is make that man some mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese. Good night.
I know that's right.
Shit.
Okay.
Ain't nobody got
Right off her
time.
hand. She ain't have to sweat, get her butt beat or nothing.
Okay.
So,
Hell
yep,
yeah. I fix you some bomb-ass
Quick.
mac and cheese, boo. But baby, I'll feed it to you. Shit, I'll feed it to the nigga. You know what I mean?
her ass don't cook. And he probably wouldn't even eat her cooking. Dude.
Well, shit, I get a cook.
But I mean, I feel sorry for her.
Listen, we can
because-
always hire. We can always hire a good cook. Okay, a chef.
But you know, just like what you were saying, Gigi, on when you said that they be, oh, I can't because I love him and all of that stuff. Because you try to be that friend and try to help your friend or your family member get out of that, and you can't because they keep going back. And then it's only so much you could do. Now you getting jeopardized. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not getting jeopardized on shit. I'm letting it go. I'm not going to worry about that. I only have one life to live. My mental health is everything. And I'm not going to allow nobody to bring it down. Now, y'all can worry and stress out. I've done that. And it got me nowhere. And it got the other person nowhere. So, like, I can't do it no more for real.
Yeah. It's really unfortunate because you try to be a friend and help, but you can't if you don't want to help yourself. Like when it's apparent that you don't even want to help yourself, I'm not about to help you. You know, like I mean, luckily she had help. You know, her mama allowed her to come over. You know, unfortunately, it's just she should have been just a little bit more swift or like want more up on him. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't have nothing to lose, and that be the thing. It be these men they don't have nothing to lose. And they know they don't have nothing to lose.
And I think, too, what messed her up was depending on the government. She was depending, like everybody else, for the government to keep him locked up.
Yeah.
But you in this battle
like
alone.
Said, they got them other laws.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never heard of that.
But that's the reason why I guess the thugs in the streets, they don't rely on the government to do their dirty work because they do it on their own. That's why I guess they don't do no snitching because they say I'm gonna sniff this nigga out and I'm gonna handle it. You know, that's what I'm assuming. Is that right? Because they don't allow okay, like the police gonna get them. Nah, they gonna handle it themselves. They gonna be on the hunt for that nigga.
Jail, or if they don't get caught. They don't get caught. They will, like you said.
Yeah, and even if the nigga go to jail, guess what? They still gonna hunt his ass in jail. They gonna have somebody in the inside get him.
But they don't think that far. They not thinking.
Well,
that
they
far.
better stop thinking that far and stop thinking about all this lovey-dove stuff because it's taking them out.
Yeah, like with the other caller, she was saying, what about Keisha and stuff like that? No, in this moment, we thinking about myself, and then we think about the precautions, because it's my life or no life.
Yeah, so, at this moment.
You know, and that's what he thinks. That's what he thinks. He feel like, you know, he had nothing to lose. The only thing he had to lose was his kids and his property, the girl, you know? So
he ain't care about them kids for him to do that to their mama and do it in front of them. He ain't care about nothing.
No, he just like the control. That's all that is. It's the control. Those are.
Well, I hope you think somebody gonna control that ass in jail.
What? It's over for him.
Why would he lose?
It is over with.
What is the purpose? To do all this to be locked up in jail? Was it really worth it? I guess he had to.
It's the female effect. You know how females say, "Oh, I got my lick back." That's how these dudes feel too. I got my lick back. That's how he feels.
But you got your lick back, but now you're in prison.
Right. He don't care about that though.
And that's why I don't care about no damn reform.
It's sad. It's really sad. I don't really care about the reform either, honestly, because you know you can't put yourself in position to even end up in those situations. And half the time, I ain't gonna say half. Sometimes, you know, it's wrongful arrest and things of that nature. But you know, that's something that you just have to try a little harder to fight. But half the time, these men need to be in jail. But when it comes to domestic violence in like local urban cities, the police do not take it serious. at all. I stay in Detroit, and the police here don't take it serious. Even when you do have a restraining order and you're taking the necessary steps. That's why I said I got 2 guns. Thank God
Yeah,
I
you
got
got
a
to. And since y'all need to let the word out that the police is not taking it serious for women. You have to fight on your own. You in this world on your own. You can't wait for the government. You're going to have to take it in your own hands.
Especially if you're a black woman, because our own men don't even protect us. They will stand by and watch a black girl get beat up by a white man or whatever going on, and they'll just take their phone out and record.
Yeah, they're going to say it's not my business. I'm not getting involved.
Right. But a black woman will show enough try to help a black man.
Well, she need to learn.
Because that's why they stupid asses be, oh, I love him. Oh, I can't do this. And that's that weak-minded shit. That's a weak bitch. You got to love yourself first before anything, period. Because when you love yourself first, I'm not going through all of this with him. You know, like what the other caller said, vet before you bed. Yes. That's like what? Because you don't recognize the pattern in the person. It's like you said, it's only a certain amount of time until them colors come out. He can't help it. And if you love yourself enough, you know what you like already. You know what you not, you know what I'm saying, going for, and, you know, things of that nature. These girls be depressed and dating. And shit, 3 years then popped up and they got 6 kids.
Do you want to have an interview with him?
An interview with who?
Him, that man.
Well, in the chat, I wasn't even looking at the chat.
No, not in the chat. The man that went to prison for doing that to that girl, that woman.
Oh, hell no, Gigi.
I do.
No.
I want to have a conversation. I want to know what's going on in your brain. Why would you do that? Why did you want to be in a relationship with this person when you hated her?
I would be too biased.
What happened to your upbringing? What's the relationship with your dad? What's going on with your mom? What was the first woman you ever put paws on? Shit.
Probably was his mama. Probably his mom or his sister.
I be wanting to know the mindset of people.
Yeah, I be wanting to know the psychological point too, but I would rather observe someone else have an interview with him. I couldn't do it because I'd be too biased. I would, it's no reason. It's no reason because now you're kids. I'm thinking about the kids. Now the kids are growing up with no mom and no father. Luckily, they don't have you in their life, but now they don't have their mom, which is continuous cycle. So that's just crazy. And he would definitely deflect. He would definitely try to make her the victim, and she did this to me, and me. It would never be, and then we will only have one side, so it would be like his story is over her story, So no, fuck him. Let him
bump him. Okay. All right. Well, I thank you so much for calling in and talking. We're going to let you go. Calling from 816. You're live on the air.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Talk to me. What's your thoughts about this?
Do you remember when that caller, she was like, women need to start vetting these men before they get into full-blown relationships with them?
Right.
What I want to know is what does that vetting process look like? Like, does she expect the woman to get close with his relatives to sort of get an idea of what his behavioral background is like, like his behavioral history?
All right, well, I don't know what she meant by that, but this is what I would do, okay?
But do you think that's a good idea? Go ahead.
Okay, search up his name. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on back there. Piss him off all the damn time. See how he react. Slap the shit out of him. If he take it, he's a keeper. If he get mad and start trying to come for me, oh hell no, get out, nigga. Say nah. Yeah, but see if he
But
got
what
a
if?
temper problem. If he got a temper problem, if he always want to argue with me, take his ass out. When we argue, if he leaves the room to calm or, you know, shit, you can see different stuff. If probably
Well,
got a temper problem, you know.
but what if he's? But what if he's a master deceiver? Like he's able to like
Then we
veil
gotta
it,
pray.
like, you know what I'm
We
saying?
gotta
Like
pray.
control
Take his
it.
ass to church. Put some holy water on him. See
What
how
if
he
he? What if
react.
he's willing to go to church too? What if he's willing to go to church too? And he, you know, he jumps up and praise the Lord, but you know,
Well,
deep down
how he
inside,
praising
you
the
know, he
Lord?
has that killer instinct. Deep down inside, he got that killer instinct.
How is he praising the Lord?
What I'm saying is, what like the
I know it's
facade.
how
Like,
he
what if
jumping.
he's willing
Like
to praise
it's
the Lord? But
because
he's
when he
like,
start praising the Lord, you can tell a lot. You know when they start running around and stuff.
hey, did you see that picture where Ti was? Do you see that picture when Ti was in a church and he was mean mugging the pastor and everybody was clowning for it?
No, I didn't. I missed that one.
Yeah, he was like sitting on the pew in church and he was mean mugging the pastor and someone took a candid shot of it and you know it surfaced all over the internet and everybody was clowning him for it.
But I
He
asked
just
him
looked real
what is
demonic.
his politic
He
views.
looked like he didn't even want to be there.
His views on, you know, role of a man and role of a woman. How do you feel when you hear stories of, you know, men beating on women and vice versa? You know. Now, what you got to say about that? Because I know you're going to have a comeback.
I just think it's literally impossible to really be able to detect it early on until he gets to
No, a lot of
doing it.
people detect it early on and they leave. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of times they show you the signs. A lot of times they don't hide who they are. It really in your face.
Yeah, you're right. Because when it's deep down, it just be coming out of them at all times.
I mean,
guess you're
okay,
right
let's
about
look
that.
at Ike Turner.
But others
Everybody
others
warned
are
Miss
more skilled
Tina,
at controlling.
Tina about Ike. That was not the first time he put paws on a woman. Everybody knew Ike's reputation. Fabulous. Everybody knew his reputation. These men be having these reputations, and these girls be getting in bed, and they know it. These niggas
Yeah,
really
you're right.
don't be hiding much.
Yeah, you're right. The burden shouldn't be placed solely on the woman to speak out against it and do the right thing. It all should be the people that are witnessing it. So
I don't know what you
it's
mean
just
by
really.
that.
I'm talking about like you just said that Fabulous has a reputation of being on
Yeah,
women. And
but
everybody knows
okay,
it.
say
What
for
I'm
instance,
saying that the burden shouldn't be placed solely on the woman to address it. The people that are also witnesses to it.
well,
should
they
also
already
address
warned
it,
you
which
about
they
the
don't.
shit. They
So
already
it's a
warned you.
societal
Don't go
ill.
in there. Okay, if it's Satan and it's the devil house, and y'all warn me, y'all say do not go into that devil house. They're gonna snatch your soul. And I'm saying, well, I'm gonna go anyway. I just want to see what's going on up in the devil house. Now, who you gonna tell me? Well, you can't blame me. You gotta blame everybody else. When they warned me, don't go in that devil house. Who gotta be accountable for them?
What do you mean?
Do you think I should be accountable for
Everybody's
me, or do
wrong.
you think it's your fault because I still went in there?
No, I would tell you, if they actually cared about you, they would not have allowed you to go.
So
into
you
that
want
devil's
them
house,
to
'cause they would've
force,
pu- they
but
would've
it's my
pulled your arm.
choice.
They would've
You want
pulled
them
your-
to
They would've
force.
pulled your arm and brought you back.
Okay,
They
but
would've
that's
pulled you back,
not.
grab your arm and say, "No, Gigi, you're not going in there." And they wouldn't have stopped until, what I'm saying, you finally submitted.
Oh, so you want to put people in what do they call that conservative shit?
Hell no! You see what Brittany had to go through? I would
Well,
never
that's
recommend
what you
that to
said.
anybody.
You want
But
somebody
I
to
guess-
force
but I
somebody.
guess-
Why ain't nobody
guess
about
what
to
I'm-
force nobody? You grown. I'm grown as hell. What are you doing? Forcing me. You forcing your beliefs on me. If I want to go into the devil house, let me go, nigga. Shit. I'm going to
I
have
guess
the demons out here on your ass in a
I guess
minute.
what I'm trying to say is, if I loved you that much, that I would never give up on trying to get you help. For instance, if you had called me
okay.
and told me that he put paws on you,
Okay,
I would
Michael
probably
put
report it
paws
to the
on me.
police myself.
Okay,
I
and
probably
then
would
guess
report it to
what?
the police myself,
Get
or I would have
involved.
found
What's
him.
your
I
name?
would have
What's
found
your
him
name?
and
What's
whooped
your
his ass
name?
myself.
What's your name?
Oh hell no!
No,
You
what's
ain't
your
about to have
name? Just
me
give me a
put
nickname, a big name. It don't matter. What's your name?
smart ass.
Smart ass. Michael, smart ass is over here trying to break us up. He don't want us to be together. Yeah, he's a hater.
Oh
He
hell
don't.
no!
Nah, smart ass. You saying all that shit about him behind his back. Say it to his face. I bet you ain't gonna step to a real man.
Shit.
Yeah, Michael.
Oh,
He up in my face talking about you ain't shit. You gonna do this and that. You disrespecting my man, smart ass. You was a friend, but you're not supportive of my choices, smart ass. So yeah, Michael, whoop that ass. Because he want us to, he don't want to see me happy. This is true love right here. And you're just mad because you don't got nobody to love your ass, smart ass. You're jealous. And you always been jealous.
I think I might just mind my business.
You should.
I think I'm going to
You
buy
should.
my business. I think I'm going to buy my
You
business.
should. You
'cause I
can
don't
never
want
be
that
Michael.
smoke.
You can
I don't
never
want
be
that
the man
smoke.
that he is.
You right. You right. I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna eat my food. I'm gonna shut up and eat my food.
Get on my damn nerves.
You on your own now. You on your own.
I've been on my own. You ain't no
you
friend
gonna
of
stay
me.
on your own. You gonna stay on your own with that attitude.
I got a good man. Michael love me. Okay? He take me to the
That's not what the
Bahamas.
streets say.
He does shit for me. You
The
don't got
streets
no
say he
man.
whooping your ass.
You don't
The
got
streets say he
nobody.
whooping your ass every other night.
Who said that?
The streets.
Well,
Everybody.
you see, Michael, you see he over here lying on you. Michael, get him. Michael, he over here lying, messing up our reputation. See, when Michael
what
whoop
this
your
reminds
ass,
me
the
of?
whole street gonna find out. And we gonna talk about that damn rumor. Ha, ha, ha. How about that?
This
Both our
reminds me of
asses gonna get
what's
whooped.
her
How
name?
about that?
This reminds me of what's her name? Michelle? Dr. Dre's ex-wife. Dr. Dre's ex-wife. What's that, his wife or is it girlfriend? Dr.
I
Dre's
don't know what it
ex-wife. Remember,
was.
she's an R&B. She's an R&B
Yeah, I
singer.
know,
Remember
the
she
one
came
with
out
that
with
voice.
Lifetime movie. With that Lifetime movie and that voice. Yeah, he used to put the paws on her every single night. Every time he come out, he put the paws on her.
Yeah, everybody knew Dr. Dre.
So much so that she would drug herself so she would be numb. So when he hit her, she would be numb. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, she should have just made him ass some mashed potatoes. And be done with it. Numb them damn mashed potatoes, girl. That's what you should have did. Numb the mashed potatoes.
It's funny because you're talking about how the women be making excuses, but sometimes the people in their circles be making excuses for them because Miss Chalet's mom is the one that said that she should just get used to it because that back in the day, women were expected to submit to their husband's will.
That's true.
Regardless.
Yeah, and that was messed up.
So
And that's how
she
those
was
times
brainwashed.
were.
Right. So she was brainwashed. So that's why she was not like
Yeah, that mind wasn't
had
there.
the nature. She didn't have the nature.
She
to go
was
up against
groomed to take it.
Mm-hmm.
She was groomed
to believe
in
that it's normal. Ain't that a damn shame? Still going on.
Damn, getting beat every day and just got used to it. Oh, I guess you would be like, baby, please, what you want? You want to wear a different color wig? Please, what you want? And it's nothing she could do because he was still going to whoop that ass. Because they say he really wants some dick, okay? That's what they say. Yeah.
That's every rap. Ain't that every rap dude?
She can't have that, you know what I'm saying? Unless she went to go get a strap on. And I don't think...
Hey, you never know what people do in their bedrooms.
Yeah, but Miss Chalet, or what's her name, Michelle, in that high ass voice, trying to dick somebody down. How you like it? Tell me, daddy. That ain't gonna work. I don't know. Maybe he into it. I don't know, but maybe he won't. You know, Something big.
You know Puff Daddy is.
Mm-hmm.
Puff
Well,
Daddy, he all up on that.
all on Dre.
All up on all the niggas.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if I think they like
He
foreign
another
men.
one.
I don't even know if they like black men. They may like foreign men.
What you mean
Everything
by
is
foreign
foreign.
men? Like Latinos, Asians, everything other than black? Is that what you mean by foreign?
Yeah, I think
As long as they ain't a
Indian,
black.
Middle Eastern, like the Indians and Middle Eastern. I think they got a
A lot
taste
of
for
the Middle
those.
East, a lot of the Middle Eastern men are fine as hell.
Yeah, I think that's what they got a taste for.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Or yeah, them type. That's what I heard.
All right.
And that's why they love going out the country, and they get them a good prince. But let me get on out of here.
They call that sex tourism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I guess
right.
I don't know. Is the men in Middle Eastern and Indian, are they more? You know, I don't know. I don't know about the men's. You know, but I'm sure the culture is different. And
are you referring to the acceptance? Are you referring to the acceptance of homosexuality? Is that what you mean?
Shit, I don't know what I mean.
You said I don't. Did you just say I don't know about those Middle Eastern men? What do you mean, like?
Like I don't know their culture.
Their
I don't know their culture.
Well,
pretty much like in the black community, it's more hip hop culture.
Well,
it's not
homosexuality is frowned upon. Homosexuality is frowned upon, but a lot of those men secretly indulge. I know a few. Hey.
Well, if it's really in a hip hop culture, it's still frowned upon too. So
yeah, but there's a lot of those men, they secretly indulge just as well.
Yeah, but even though they're both frowned upon, I think that in the Middle Eastern, I wasn't talking about that, but it's a different culture, it's a different vibe. You know?
You're right.
So that's what I'm talking about. But I appreciate you, and we're going to let you go. I enjoy talking to you.
Bye-bye.
All right, calling from 323, you're live on the air.
Hello?
Hello, how you doing? What's your thoughts about this?
I'm good. Yes, so I think as I'm watching, and, you know, my condolences go out to the girl that passed away, but it's this thing called, like, a dangerous soul tie, and, you know, us as women got to be careful who we tie our souls to because, you know, some men are just crazy. Like, they just lost their mind. You just don't never really know a person until shit really hits the fan. So I think that was most definitely a dangerous soul tie.
Wow, a dangerous soul tie.
Yep.
And why do you think he's a soul tie or attracted to her? Why are these men attracted to women that don't stand up for themselves? What is what's that about?
Yeah, so it's this thing called like narcissistic behavior. So he probably feel like it's something that she showed him that he's never seen before. So he probably just took that opportunity and he probably got attached so quickly, or, you know, he probably didn't have anybody in his life. And, you know, she was probably the only person that that just moved that for him. And, you know, it can cause people, just anybody, not just men, it can cause women too to just go crazy, lose their mind because they feel as though if they can't have you, nobody else can have you because they're afraid that you may give that love that you showed them, something they've been missing their whole life, to another person. So, and it's all about manipulation. Some guys carry that, and, you know, it's their parents' fault. It's not even the guy's fault sometimes because some people, you know, are raised totally different. But I think that she should have left the moment that, you know, he got out of jail. That's my opinion. Like, she should have packed everything up and just dipped because especially if she knew that he was coming back. So, yeah.
When they release these men, do they tell these women that, hey, the man is released?
I don't think they would do that because some states, depending on the state, they don't really care. Like, some states don't really take domestic violence very serious. So it's us as the people, we got to take it serious. You know, we got to protect ourselves. So,
yeah, because if you tell me, my my man is getting out, I said, what time he getting out? Are y'all letting him out at 3? I'll be up there, that motherfucker, at 1 o'clock, waiting his ass to come out. When he come out, bang,
Okay.
bang, bang. Because I know it's either me or you. You going to come after me. I may as well come after you first, nigga. Make it make sense.
Especially if you got kids.
Yeah,
Especially
you
if you got
coming
kids,
out.
you
Let
gotta
me
be
know when
very
he coming
careful.
out, and I'm going to be there 2 hours before. Me and my brothers.
Yep.
Hell yeah, we on you, buddy. Come on out. Come on out. The
Yes,
government
you
ain't going to
gotta
handle
be
this.
very
We going to
careful.
handle it the street way. Hell yeah.
Mm-mm.
Just give me the time.
Mm-mm. But the government don't even care about our own people. So it's like, why would anybody expect the government to protect them? You got to have firearms. Hell, if it takes a knife, or you spending a night or weeks at a friend's house and say, look, I got this situation, I need to get away from so and so. Like, it takes speaking up and protecting yourself. So it's a lot of cases like this. Like, one guy explained before he killed this girl, he explained to her how he was and how he had anger issues, and so she continued to fall for this guy.
Why?
Because
Because you think you're going to change him?
Yep.
Or does
That's
that
what
just
they
turn
think.
you
Oh, I
on?
can
Or,
change him.
do it just turn you on?
It probably do, because they feel like they don't have anybody. But hell, have yourself. Get a dog, get a cat, get into some activities. But my thing is, if a guy is telling you who he is in the beginning and he's showing you,
So if
you
he
gotta-
say, you know what,
you gotta
baby,
take
I
that.
love eating pig shit. You know, I love having a pig.
Mhm.
I love when they shit. I love eating that. Are they going to try to keep his ass around and change him too?
They probably will. Some people just think they can change people, but ain't no changing nobody. People can only change themselves.
I think they get
That's what I
disgusted.
learned.
In the same way they get disgusted with that pig story is the same way they should get disgusted when they say, I got anger problems and I'm not right. You should say, thank you for revealing that. You know, we had a great talk. God damn. My mama calling me. But I'm going to hit you later, okay? Bye-bye.
Okay. Alrighty.
I'm not talking to you, girl. I'm just talking.
Oh, okay.
Girl, I'm just making a scenario.
But yeah, we got to be very careful just because you find yourself lonely in a situation, no matter what you're going through in your life. If you meet a guy and he tell you he monogamous and he like multiple women and he can't settle for one and he have anger issues, he have charges, that's your cue to get the hell on, because you know who he is and he's telling you who he is. And don't be blindsided because of your loneliness. And that's what we do. We're blindsided because we feel like we need somebody. No, we don't.
Mm-mm. You're going to be lonely in that grave.
Yep. Especially if you got kids, like I said, you know, but the law most definitely, you know, he should be in jail. He should have never, I don't even know why he got locked up the first time. But she should have had some type of restraining orders or some firearms or some cameras or some. I would have got a new boyfriend to protect me or something. I don't know.
No, because what if
But
that
it's
new
like,
boyfriend turned to be another demon?
that is true.
You're going to have to start relying on yourself.
Mhm.
Because that's why she got with this man, thought that he was going to protect her. Because he was strong, big, bad behind. But now she need protection from him.
Yep. Nobody can truly protect you. You got to protect yourself, because this world is different. Like, this world is really different.
And if you feel like you're physically weak, like I said, learn different traits. Outsmart. Okay? That's why they have weapons. They got weapons because I feel like they probably knew, you know what, we can't really beat them Africans because they real strong. So we have to outsmart their ass. So you got a brain, use it. You're going to have to outsmart, out-remove her. Don't y'all always say we playing chess, not checkers?
Mhm.
All right. Well, I appreciate you calling. Call me back. All right. Let's go on to the next caller. Calling from 309. You're live on the air.
Hey, Gigi.
Hey, what's your thoughts about this?
Well, I think you've been hitting on something that this whole time when it comes to accountability. I'm going to say it like this. I say this right here. You always get what you deserve until you don't. And when I say that, that can be good and bad. It's not necessarily saying, oh yeah. But I'm like, if you got your hand on the stove and the stove is on, while your hand is on it, you're gonna get burned until you deserve it. When you take your hand off that stove and it stops burning, that okay, so you deserve for it to stop. But as long as you leave your hand on the stove, you deserve. Now, I'm not saying that these women deserve their treatments and stuff like that. But what I am saying is that when you get that first sign that we've been talking about, and if you decide to stay, there must be some kind of justification that you feel like that for a reason why you're staying. And when you stay, you make that reason more important than what happened to you. So with that being said, you are mistreating yourself. So at the end of the day, like I hate the way it sounds, but it is what it is.
Yeah, because you do sound harsh. You sound harsh. But I think what you're trying to say too is when Michael, when he slapped the shit out of me, and I stay with him, I'm also sending him a message. Even though I say I'm hurt, my actions is showing it's okay. That's acceptable because I'm still here. Yeah. Even though I say one thing, but my actions say another. And he does it again. Right. And I come back. Right. And my actions continue to say it's okay, even though I'm crying. I say, I don't want this. I don't like it. And he said, I forgive me. I love you. But my actions are saying another. But go ahead.
Right. And it's also, that's why I say it reflects on both directions. Because say, for instance, you're in a good relationship, right? And they treat you good, and you treat them good, well, guess what? You're going to keep getting that back and forth because you're doing what it takes for that relationship. But at the same time, I'm saying I'm not trying to absolve the man of any responsibility of what he did, because what he did was wrong, but he shouldn't have allowed it to get to that. If he felt like his situation was so bad that he couldn't stand it, he should have took a step and went a different direction, because I'm sure if he was, allowed to speak, he's probably going to blame her for what he did. And like I said,
but a lot of these men are animals, and y'all got to know they animals. It's like if you have a wild cat, and a wild cat bit me one time, and why would I keep the wild cat again? And then it's going to beat me another time. And then eventually it's going to take me out of here. And I'm looking at y'all, oh, my wild cat loves me. He's not like the other cats. Even though he's wild, but he's so loving. And look at this. When I tell him to do stuff, he does do it. But sometimes, he just get jealous. Because you hear about them monkeys getting jealous. And them wild tigers get jealous. And then that's when they start acting crazy. Have you heard about them stories with them animals?
Yeah, I've heard about it. I couldn't imagine keeping one myself, but I've heard tales. But I like when we were kids, and if you have a friend, like when you're a kid, and a friend, somebody treats you bad. As a kid, you quick to cut another kid off. But as you get older, your tolerance level gets higher and higher, and it's not necessarily for the better. You know what I mean? It's just. And that's what, as we become adults, and we build our tolerance level up because we're trying to tolerate more stuff because we're trying to justify for, well, I'm doing this for that, I'm doing this for that. And next thing you know, we're too deep in a situation we don't want to be in, but we don't know how we got here. But like I said, at the end of the day, it always comes back to accountability, because we have to say, you know what, I'm the one that I put myself in the situation. I let it continue till it got to where it is. I'm not saying this should have happened, but at some point in time, there are things implemented that allow us to get out of those situations. Just like they have different homes for men, they got homes for women. They have stuff that's in play, especially people that are not financially able to make those significant moves or whatever. But I'm just saying, if where there's a will, there's a way, and if you actually truly do want to change your position in life, there is a way. You just got to find it.
Yeah, don't allow your mind to be your prison. Okay? But
absolutely. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's go on to the next caller. Calling from 763. You're live on the air. 763. Hello? Talk to me. What's your thoughts?
Oh, hi, Gigi.
Hey, baby, how you doing? What's your thoughts on this?
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm on.
Yeah, anybody, come
well,
on, you on?
well, I just wanted to make a comment on the situation. I'm sorry for the loss for that family. I just wanted to say, I don't know, women, we have to love ourselves, like the other caller said. We have to love ourselves first. The first rape, I had two sisters. My first sister was murdered by a man. My second sister, I buried her last year for dating a guy. It's hard for me to date now because I can't trust. I don't trust no niggas.
Yeah, after two of your sisters getting taken out by both black men that they were dating and they cared about and they were in love with.
Yeah, well, they was in love, but maybe they were in love. Maybe my sister was in love, but I don't even know how to break this down because this is so hard for me because I just buried my sister
Well,
last
you know
year.
what? You don't got to talk about that. You know, if because this was on them. I don't want to make this about you. Go ahead.
I just wish our black women would, the first red flag, get out of there. Get out of there. Just go. I don't care if you have to sleep in your car, alley. Just go. Go. Just disappear.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people would comment, okay, let me ask you a question. Did your sisters like bad boys? Did they like going to dangerous situations?
No.
Okay, they were just innocent.
No. Well, you know what? My first sister, I take that back. My first sister, yeah, he was a bad boy, but he was her supervisor, and she started dating him on the job, and then he moved in, and after that, I think from what I knew, she didn't want to be with him no more, so she was trying to break it off. And
90 seconds.
Wow. He ended up killing her. He killed her. And to make a long story short, with my second sister, she was just dating a guy. They was just dating, not real serious. But we had just lost her son, which is my nephew, a year before that. So she was going through a change, losing her son. And she didn't want a commitment, and he wanted a commitment.
60 seconds.
And she worked for a chiropractor. She come home every day, same routine, 2-hour lunch break, come in. He kicked her door in and shot her in the kitchen while she was fixing her lunch.
I'm so sorry to hear about that. And he wasn't,
Gigi,
you don't think he wasn't a bad boy?
Well, he was a bad boy because after that happened with my sister, I ended up finding out that he had shot another woman in the past. And, all that came out after the fact, But it was so strange because I just talked to my sister the night before, and she had called me, and she was saying she went to school with this guy.
10 seconds.
With his sister. And she called me, and she said, well, his sister just called me and told me that he was going to take himself out. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, girl, you can't see him no more. And she said, no, that's done and over. But prior to that, within them few days, he took her out in her house, in himself out.
Wow.
In her house. So I just want women. I've lost two sisters. I'm so traumatized and so afraid to get out here and date men. I may go out, but I'm not going to give them my address. They're not going to know where I live.
I don't blame you.
I'm not going to bring them home. I'm just all messed up. I mean, I can't even do it. I can't because I'm so terrified. So I just want women to understand, the first sign, I don't think it's that much love in the world. Now, that ain't even love. That's not love. But the first sign, you need to go. If he raises his voice too hard at you, you need to go. You need to go. I'm so serious. You need to go. That's all it takes. That's all. I was talking to my sister one night. The next day, she was gone. I feel my heart just so broken for that family and the children that don't have a mother. My sister also left a son behind, my first sister, and she left a daughter behind. So, it's traumatic to me when I'm sitting here listening to this like, oh my God, and I can believe it. And some people say, well, I can't believe it. Yeah, I can believe it. I mean, all the impossibles is the possible.
That's true.
What you think won't happen will happen. I believe in the impossibles now, for real. But that's all I wanted to say.
Twilight
Gigi.
Moon said, did your sister stay because they had kids with one of these men? Were the kids involved? That's why they stayed?
And guess what? They didn't have children. They did not have kids with the men they was just dating. They was going out with. No, there wasn't a father of their children. No. But my first sister, the guy she was seeing, he had a whole wife in another state and 2 kids. But he took my sister out.
Well, I'm sorry you have to deal with that.
I just want my black sisters to understand, the first time you gotta go. He don't love you. He don't love you if he hits you. He don't love you. He do not love you. That's a very, very insecure, emotional man. And men are very emotional today. And I'm just like, wow. They're very emotional. Very emotional. And it's sickness. They're sick. They can't accept the rejection of no. No. So it's pretty much, damn if you do, damn if you don't. But I just advise women, if you're single and you're out here dating and stuff, check with their background. Check your background thoroughly.
You're right.
Check with your background. Check your background first. We have to do that today. We do. You have to check your background. And that's all I want to say, Gigi. But I really enjoy your show. I love you.
Thank
and
you.
You put out
I'm
some
glad
good stuff.
for you to tell that story. And I know it was personal. And I took a lot of strength to do that. So we appreciate that.
Yes, it did.
All right,
but
call
I just
me
felt
back.
like I needed to say it.
Yeah, you.
Okay,
And I'm
thank
glad
you.
you felt like you could say it. All right, call me back. I'll call it from 414. You're live on the air.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? What's your thoughts about this?
I hope you don't get mad at me, but the gentleman that was talking earlier, and you told him like, hey, you're a little harsh, but Gigi, is when I tell you, it's serious out here. It is not that much dick, love, whatever. I'm sorry. I want to feel sorry for her, but I don't feel sorry for her, because if you see these signs, then, take off. Run, because if you want to save your life, save your children's life, save your family life, I mean, you got to go. You got to run. I mean, because this guy here, I think I saw this story, and they were saying that he was abusive before they got married.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
He kidnapped his ex-girlfriends.
Yes. He was beating her before they even got married. And I think didn't this one here, did he kill her
He took
when
her
she
out.
picked up her children to
Yeah, he
school?
slammed his car into hers and started pound her while she was dropping off her kids.
So I have a question for you, Gigi. Do you think it's fair that she would go to her mom's house and, I think, didn't someone offer to help her?
I don't know, but I wouldn't go to my mom's house because if anything happened to my mom, that's going to be on me. That's a crazy lunatic. Why would I drag that to my mom? I'm going somewhere out the country, somewhere. I'm not going to no family house because that man can go to my family house, and a lot of times innocent people get hurt. No, I'm not. I wouldn't do it.
Amen. And she did go to her mom's house because they were saying that I guess like abusive advocates or some reached out to her and was like, "Hey, we can help you. We can get you out of this." She was like, "No, I'm just gonna go to my mom." That is, and I was like, "Oh my God, I hope this man don't kill her. I hope he don't kill her mom."
Yeah, because he know where the mom stay at. That's a no-brainer.
Yes. Yes. And I don't know if you
That's
ever
an
watched,
obvious place you'll go to. Why would you? But everybody different. But that's so obvious.
I do feel sorry for her, but it's sad. It's scary. I don't even date anymore myself because this one guy I was dating, this SOB was walking through the house with an axe. One of those firefighter axe. I come from the club, open the door. He swung that axe. I was like, nope. Sorry.
Are you serious?
I swear to God. That's why I'm like, no. I can't do it. I feel sorry for these women that's out here that's just desperate to have a man just to say, I got a boo, I got this. They will have you 6 feet.
With no remorse. And up here laughing with another hoe.
Yeah. So, Gigi, you be safe. I love your show.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you, doing. I listen to you all the time.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I'm going to send you some on Cash App, too,
Hey, I know that's right. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate you.
God bless you, and you be safe, love.
All right. Love you, too. All right. Well, you know what? This is something different. I know usually I talk about hot topics and gossip. So I just wanted to change the gears a little bit, but I will be coming back with some hot gossip and topics. Because I know how y'all are, okay? But I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this phone call. Everybody that called in, everybody that donated, everybody that liked this video, I thank you guys. You are blessed and highly favored, and I'm out. DJ, turn me up.